Hey, everybody, welcome to the call tonight. My name is Steve Gresham, founder of Savings Highway Global, and I have some amazing news for you tonight. We're going to introduce you for the new launch of our newest Spanish product tonight. And we're going to do a little training too on building your business and how to have fun with Savings Highway Global. And we have some great people here. So first I want to introduce you to Mr. Albie. And Albie is out of California. How are you doing tonight? You can turn off your.
Yeah, I'm doing really great. Thanks
Great.
for asking.
Is Jeanette joining us tonight as well?
She is, but she's trying to juggle two meetings at the same time, so hopefully she'll get on in just a second.
Okay, good. So I had the pleasure of meeting Albie's wife, Jeanette, today, and she just wanted to share, like, from an outsider's perspective about the savings and things that she's experienced. So that's really good. And we also have Omar Garcia, who is the head of our Latino development for Savings Highway Global. And he's out in Miami. How you doing, Omar?
Fantastic, Mr. Gresham. Thank you very much for the invitation. I just finished the training Spanish, so I'm glad to be here with you guys tonight as
Oh,
well.
I hear your voice. I hear your voice. You've been talking too much.
A lot.
You've
Yes.
been talking too much. But
Absolutely.
That's great. Omar is referred somebody, and now there's a huge team growing in Costa Rica. Very good. And also in Colombia.
Colombia.
So, Colombia y Costa Rica también.
Yes, sir.
And we are going to hear from our special guest tonight, Mr. Will Flores. Amazing guy. I've only known him a couple of months, but he has provided us with such an amazing thing. And it looks like before we get to that huge announcement tonight, we have Miss Jeanette on with us, and it looks like Tim Jones is with us as well. And Tim Jones is our Director of Member Relations. How you doing, Timmy? He looks good. You look great, brother.
Doing good, doing good.
And he's out of Tennessee. And Will, what state are you out of?
Texas. I'm in Texas.
In Tejas. And Will is always flying to Mexico. Actually, this week he was in the newspaper. He was in the news with this amazing product. And Savings Highway is the only affiliate marketing program that has this product, and we're launching it out right now. So it's really exciting. So if everybody's excited, let me see.
Absolutely.
If everybody's excited, let me see some hands up here. Very good. I had the pleasure of speaking with Miss Jeanette. You look wonderful. I love your yellow. How are you doing tonight? Can you unmute, Albie?
Yeah, we're here.
Fantastic. Jeanette, would you mind sharing just, I was talking with Albie today and some marketing gurus, and I don't know, Albie's been showing the 16-minute movie for about a month or two, signing up people almost every day, just enjoying savings and earnings. And so I wanted to have them speak for a minute tonight. But Jeanette, I'd like to start with you tonight. Just, you said, well, I'm looking at an outsider. And what would you like to share with us tonight about what's going on?
Absolutely. First of all, thank you so much for having me join in this meeting. I often only hear Albie on one side, so it's neat to see everybody involved. And first of all, I want to thank you for introducing Albie into this program, because he got really excited. And I was like, okay, I'm used to that from him. Lots of businesses, but this one really had results. And for me, that spoke volumes. I was like, okay, you're bringing the money in. I like that. And also, we saved a ton of money. We had some urgent dental things, and Albie was able to, he's like, look at this thing. And I'm like, is this a scam? Is this going to be another one of those things? And he's like, no, this is great. He went to his dentist, made the appointment. They used the program savings, saved hundreds of dollars on that one.
Actually, it's over 1,000.
Over 1,000. And then we were talking about our insurance for our car, and then it's like, let's do our cell phone. So we ended up saving a ton of money. That made me happy. I was like, this works. So I'm still on the outside. I do my job and I let him have fun working here, and he loves it. And we're saving money. Makes me happy. We're paying down debt because we're saving money. And then I see he makes it seem so simple, because he just tells people and texts them, and he's like, oh, you got to see this. And for me, on the outside, looking into what you guys are doing, I feel like there's a great success because of the results and the combination of how you're reaching the people. So I want to say thank you. You've saved my family money. You're helping us to be able to kind of knock down some debt. Dental care is being done, and we're saving money with our cell phone and our car insurance. And then I think there was something about a trip coming up, right, Ellie?
Yeah, we already got the information to be able to take the weekend vacation. So
Yeah.
excited about that, and even more exciting is the end of the year vacation, which is I don't even know how much that is, but I'm really excited about that too, and
Keep working
maybe
on it.
even the cruise too.
We
So
want that. We want that. So, you know, like I said, everybody, I've seen Albie doing lots of businesses, but this one I have actually seen results. It makes me happy as his wife that he's actually bringing something in that's making a difference for our whole family. And I just want to say thank you all for supporting. I know, Timothy, you were a big part of that too, to mentor him as well. And so, and Stephen, thank you so much for having the vision to see this. Sometimes you need one person to start it and the rest of the people to implement it. So that's what I do on a regular basis. I'm an implementer and integrator in my workspace, and I'm glad to see that you guys are working together as well. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Jeanette.
No problem.
We have our new spokesperson for Savings Highway Global. And Albie, real quick, just kind of tell everybody your experience as far as like the savings and also like how you're building the business as far as just sharing the video. Like we made the video and we said, send 20 texts a day, right? And I know you have 30, 40 people who've joined just from doing that, right? So can you explain that just for a minute before we get off to our guest speaker
I'm
tonight?
serious. You really do it too.
well, one of the most
He
important
actually
things
does
to
it, right?
do.
That's the
What's
thing.
that?
Actually
He actually
sends the
does it.
text.
So
Okay.
don't say you're doing it and don't do it. I mean, do it and look at the result, what he's getting. And now that he's saved the money, we don't have to pull that 200 or whichever balance. I think you're on the platinum, if I remember, or
The titanium, yeah.
titanium. And I like that again. He's saving money. So
Yeah.
it feels great.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ellie.
Yeah, the results have definitely paid for the titanium a couple times over. So that's really exciting. So yeah, you know, I guess one of the most important things is just to be consistent. You know, sometimes when I'm texting, I'm thinking to myself in the back of your brain, sometimes your mind is your worst enemy. Because you know, well, I'm going to text some people. This is going to be a waste of time. Who's going to respond? And the funny thing is out of every 20 texts that I do on a daily basis, even if I just say, you know, I don't have enough time to text, I'm always like, you know, you just need to get your 20 done. Just get your 20 done. And I always get my 20 done. And the crazy thing is there's always somebody at the other end. A couple hours in, text message comes back, you know, yeah, tell me more, or I'm interested. I know today I got 2 yeahs, you know,
Just
yeah, tell me more, you know, like,
Well,
and
what
so,
did you text them when they responded? Yeah. What did you text them?
well, you know, these are people that don't know me. I don't recommend that you go straight into cold marketing. You know, when you first start out, you need to like go take it slow. But in cold marketing, I'm putting people in my little pot and warming them up, right? I don't take no for an answer, but I do lay off when people, you know, don't know me, or they'll say, who is this? You know, I'm not really pressuring anybody to really come in. I'm just revisit them every other week or every week or whatever. And I, you know, hey, there's something really exciting I wanted to share with you. Do you have a couple of seconds real quick to check it out? And, you know, you're going to get those yeses if you just keep at it.
Right,
And yep, that's it, consistency.
I can see in Jeanette's face with that smile.
Yeah.
That I know you guys are saving money and you're starting out, right?
Yeah.
You're making a little money too. But just think about it, folks. As you grow this business, literally just help a few people save money. And you might refer 10 people that save money, but only 2 or 3 that really want to make money too, right? and they're the ones that'll also send the text and invite to watch the video. The video does all the selling. Let me ask you this question, Albie. Are you doing any selling? Are you condensing or explaining anything, or just using the video?
Yeah, no, I stay away from that. As soon as you start trying to convince people, that's where you lost it. It's over. You might as well just throw it in on that person, because usually it ends up in a big waste of time, and people, trying to, yeah, don't even do it. Just send them right back to the video. Yeah, hey, you know what? This video is awesome. I'm really super busy right now. This video is going to explain it so much better than I am, and I'm just like, if I explain it to you, I'm going to totally kill it. So, and the other thing is once you get a member in, I think it's really important to revisit them. You get all excited because you got a membership, but I think it's really important to revisit them and just let them know, hey, you know what? There's some great ways of making some money just by saving money. I mean, just with one of the programs inside of Savings Highway Global, I've made $175, and it's just from going to the store. I mean, going to Subway, where I eat out every week, and I'm not spending anything different, but they sent me money right in my PayPal, and I'm like, hey, that's a nice little bonus.
I love it.
No, I know. I'm going to show you. I don't know if you guys can see this one, but because I have the thing off. But there's $149.53 on this app. Right? I mean, in martial arts, we say that's better than a kick in the teeth. Some good sushi money. Well, thank you, Jeanette. It is a pleasure. I love speaking with you earlier. It's a pleasure to see you on video. And we look forward to seeing you guys building this. And, it's really about helping people save money and share. That's it. Helping people. But we have the video that does the explaining, so you don't have to. So if you're shy out there, don't worry. You just have the video, you send the video, and you send 20 texts a day. The average person in America has 640 people on their phone, right? You only need 2 to join you as a business partner to make this thing grow, where you can make thousands of dollars a month. Just 2. And if it's 3, it can be much bigger. Yeah. So think about this. Hey Siri, what's let's see. 2 is what percent of 640? 0.3% yeses. Not 1%. 0.3% yeses will make you successful with Savings Highway Global.
I love it. Okay, you had 2 today. One more, okay?
We had 2 today already. Congratulations, everybody, give them a hand. Thank you very much. Okay, great. And let's go, before we introduce our awesome speakers tonight, let's go to Tim Jones. This is my brother from another mother. He is our head of representative development in the company, okay? And Omar is the head of Latino development in the company. And we have an amazing guest coming up, Will, tonight, that's going to blow your mind. But Tim, I know you've worked with Albie as well, and you're there helping people all day long, helping people. If you're in support, if you need if you have an issue, if you have questions, if you need help, Tim is the man. He knows everything about the company, just as much as I do, except for the technology part, right? But Tim, just share with everybody for maybe just 2 minutes, and we'd love to hear from you, brother.
Thank you so much, and congratulations, wonderful couple there, Albie, your wonderful wife, and hello, Brother Will, and my good friend Omar. Hello, all you amazing SHG superstars that's on the webinar tonight. That's something that says, are you in the right place at the right time? You hear that a lot, right? But I truly believe you are, and here's why. We will never forget the mission. When you have a mission and a vision, you're set. Our mission has, from day one, since I ever met Mr. Steve, SHG man there, is to help 1 million+ families around the world to become financially. Now that means different things for different people, okay? We're not telling you have to be a millionaire, but some people consider financial abundance, multi-millions. Wonderful. Believe it or not, some people believe just an extra $500 is financial freedom to them. Here's the point. Whatever it means to you, our job is to help you get there. Fulfill your dream, your goal for you and your family. I learned from a guy one time when I learned this a while back. When we understand what we're really involved in, we're two aspects. The product, here we go, not SHG product, but we learned this through Steve's powerful teaching of Dr. Robert Cialdini, right? With 6 triggers of influence. There's two parts of the scenario, and I'll leave you with this. Your product, ladies and gentlemen, will always be people. You and I are in something, the business that we're involved in, not SHG's business, but you and I, we are involved in the decision-making business. And the problem is a lot of people don't have the skills to get someone to make a decision. So what is Steve coming, his genius of his mind? Let's create a system that will help people make the right decision for their lives. 60-minute video is really good. So if you just put that in front of people, you will help them reach a decision that will help them change their life forever. Thank you, Steve. And I'm looking forward to an amazing ride. SHG is the place to be.
Awesome, brother. Hey, guys, Tim Jones is here because he loves helping people. And when he understood the mission of helping 1 million families become debt-free and financially abundant, because we know that when we can hit 1 million, that can go to 10 million, 100 million, right? Because 1 million is not, somebody said 1 million, that's a lot. No, it's not. There's 2.5 million people in the Atlanta area, just in Georgia, in Atlanta, right? So it's, and we're talking about worldwide. And speaking about worldwide, before we bring on our guest tonight, I want to go out to Mr. Omar Garcia, who is our Director of Latino Development, and just have him like give his story of why he's involved and what this means to him and what he's here. Like, maybe you don't speak Spanish, right? But you know somebody who speaks Spanish. How many of you put your hand up in the little raise hand window over there in the Zoom? How many of you know somebody who speaks Spanish? We all do. Some people know 10, 20, 50, 100, 1,000, yeah? And, you know, it's amazing because Omar is doing Spanish calls every week, explaining and helping your referrals join you who speak Spanish. So Omar, I want to give you a good 5 minutes here, and then I'm going to introduce our new friend Will here after that. But just tell us what's going on in the Latino community. And everybody, you don't have to speak Spanish to build a Spanish team, okay? Go ahead, brother.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you, team. Thank you, Will. Jackie and Albie, pleasure to hear from you guys.
Jeanette.
So Janet. Oh, Janet. Okay, Janet. I don't know why Jackie. I have Jackie on my head. Janet and Albie. It's really a pleasure. I already saw Albie in the training that we had a few weeks ago, explaining the 60-minute video and all that. Actually, that's been translated to Spanish, so I can use it with the Steve Gresham for tutorial for the Latino community. First of all, I want to thank you, Steve. My story, I know I can talk for hours. My story is really simple, okay? I was introduced to the network marketing for the first time 31 years ago, 1993, okay? Let's be realistic. I always loved, that's what I study, like study people. Spend a lot of years in the health market field. So I know, and I study, like business, business administration, finances, economy, and all of that. I like numbers. And I met Steve Gresham basically actually 5 years ago. 2019. Okay, I was not ready at that time. I'm going to be honest. I was not ready at the time. I was, like running several, like traditional businesses, and I couldn't commit at that moment. But I stood right there closely watching, like the growing. This gentleman right here, his commitment, his true mission along the way with Tim Jones, Bill Constein, a lot of people, like right beside him, that we're going to make this possible, not for 1 million families anymore. I told Steve when I came on board, 1 million is not enough. There's 8 billion people in the entire world. And eventually, even to make money or just to save money, everyone is going to be part of Saving Highway Global, because you need to be here to save money. And you guys said it, we have a great couple over here, and everything starts with the savings. That's the reality. Okay. On my first year, okay, when I made the decision, I called Steve Gresham in December 2022, because like one day before going to bed, and I was praying, and I asked God, like I have a really, like situation. I have a son with disability, and I was working 18 hours, outside, making a lot of money, but no time for my family. And I said, there's not enough money that is going to, like separate.
Let me say this. I
Yes.
know, Omar, I hope you don't mind, but when he says he was making a lot of money, he was making a lot of money. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. And one December night before going to bed, I said, you know what, God, I just want you to show me the right way so I can be home and exactly the same amount of money that I'm making, 16, 18 hours working. My family need me, my wife, my son. And believe it or not, it's one of those days that you get your answers to your prayers. And that morning, when I wake up and I open up my eyes, the first thing that came to my mind is, you need to call Mr. Steve Gresham. Okay. I've been watching what he has been doing with Saving Highway Global. You guys have no idea. Okay. When this project or this mission started 18 years ago, what we had inside. Right now, this is a piece of cake for anyone that joins. Okay. What this guy have been through, I did not, like I did not go through the whole thing, but for the last 3-4 years, the growing that Saving Highway Global, this digital platform, has created with benefits and services is amazing. Okay. And everything that is coming, and we have Will Flores coming right behind me to explain, like a couple of things that we're doing, that this is eventually going to benefit a lot of Latinos in the entire world, not only in the United States, but international wise. But just to make a long story short, because I just have 5 minutes, that call with Steve Gresham, and I said, my situation, I cannot get in a plane and go see you in Georgia. And this gentleman right here said, you don't need to worry about it. I would jump in a plane and I would go to Miami and meet you, and let's talk about business.
No, we drove 13 hours. We
you guys,
we drove.
You guys drove.
Yes.
That's right. You guys drove from Georgia to Miami to meet here with me, and the rest is history. I got trained. I started learning through the entire platform and all that, because I was watching, like I was watching the game from the outside. It's not the same being inside the company, inside the platform, than to watch it from the outside. So I started getting trained with Steve Gresham, Tim Jones, Cornell Jones, everybody in the whole team, the night yards. We decided when we were ready to launch it for the Latinos in August 2023 last year on an event over here in Miami. We are going into the first year next month, and the rest is history. Like we got representatives in Mexico, we got Colombia, Costa Rica, Panama, El Salvador, we got Argentina, we got Venezuela, we got
I know you
Europe,
have a big
Spain.
contest now between Costa Rica and Colombia. Who's going to be the biggest? Yeah.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But the
Yes, sir.
problem
And
is
before,
they're referring to people in Spain and everywhere else, right?
I know this is everywhere. They're even referring people, like in Latin America from United States. I'm already having gringos, mixed up with the Latinos and all that, and I love it. I love it. I love it. But
Amen.
but I just have one minute more. Okay, 1 minute more. Why I decided to be part of Saving Highway Global? Not only the answer that it was sent to me, but I've been studying compensation plans and companies for the past 30 years. Okay, listen to this because I'm just going to say it once. I've been studying compensation plans and company my entire life. Okay, and I cannot tell you that there's no compensation plan like Saving Highway Global. Okay, I tell you that for a fact, not because I'm part of the family right now, but I tell you this 100% the first month return to the representative, to the members, never seen before. 80% residual following the second month, plus 5% and 10% in bonifications, like bonus for the leaders. That adds up to 90%. Are you listening? Okay. This is what we have. It's a platform created for the representative. You know what? Because this gentleman right here, Timothy Jones, Steve Gresham, myself, and the rest of the people that is involved in this platform, we were represented for other companies before. And we struggle with so many compensation plans, so many locks that, like you were your butt off, okay, to say it somehow. Hours, every single day, weeks, being there for a lot of people, helping, and your money doesn't match what you're working. Right now, you can start, refer your first one, get your money back, and start profiting from the second one on. Nothing like it, okay? And besides, my last testimonial, okay? Car insurance, 2,400 savings. My first year, okay? $300 every month with the solar program that we have in Saving Highway Global. I used to pay $350 electric bill on my home right here from where I'm talking right now. And right now I'm paying $45 every month for my electric bill. And we are in Miami. So the temperature right here is 105 degrees. So that AC is constantly working nonstop. Okay. I'm working from home. I've been able to spend time with my family, be 24/7 with my son that needs me. And Steve Gresham over here before the entire community, before the entire SHG family. Thank you for coming to Miami in December 2022 for training me team. You are my brother from another mother also as well. Thank you very much for coming over here. Give me the opportunity to be part of SHG family and help not only in the United States, but right now across the globe. So thank you. God bless everyone. Blessing and success. You need to be here. You need to be here to live what everyone is living, okay? Savings, just share with people. You don't need to sell. Like Steve was saying to Albie, like, do you have to sell anything? No, we don't. Okay, we save money. This is my invitation, by the way. My invitation in the text is, would you like to save between $5,000 and $10,000 every year? Because I have right now. Okay, I experienced it myself. So I tell you, my first year it was over $7,500 just the first year. Just the first year. Okay, so when I send a text, would you like me to help you save a couple of $1,000s a year? Everyone says, yeah, are you going to teach me? I want to know how. That's it. I don't need to talk about money. I don't need to talk about the compensation plan. Everyone said, you know what? You know what? Everyone end up, like telling me, if I share with some other people, what am I going to earn? So they're opening the doors actually for me to talk about the opportunity and the compensation plan. But I don't have to start with the money business. No, the saving business, and you're going to follow the trail. So thank you again. God bless. Thank you, Steve.
Awesome, Omar. Thank you so much, brother. And we are just so excited to have you on this team. And, even though this was the vision that Tim says God downloaded to me to help 1 million families and beyond, but I feel like blessed to be a part of it. You know, it's kind of
Absolutely.
weird because it's like I created it and I work on it 12 hours a day every day, but I still feel like I'm just a member. It's Tim, before we go to Will here, can you kind of, you're my prayer partner, can you explain that to me? Like, I feel like even though I'm the CEO, I feel like I'm a member. Can you explain that to me, brother?
What it boils down to, Steve, is the heart. What you're hearing tonight, ladies and gentlemen, it's just the truth. We're not here to hype you. We're not here to mislead you. We're here to give you real information, and it's coming from the heart. There's no written script. As a matter of fact, I never do any meetings with a script. It just comes from the heart. Out of people pain, success comes. Each and every one of you on this call tonight has some issues and pains that's going on in your life right now. Here's the situation. Become a problem solver. For those who solve people's problems, wealth is in your hand. Folks, listen, and this is my final thing. It's chaotic out here. Bills are high. Gas prices are wild. Rent costs craziness, all kind of upheaval. But out of the chaos is the greatest opportunity you will ever see. Right this minute is your time to create wealth beyond your wildest dreams. Right this minute. Everybody, get in your places. The stage is turning. Get ready. You got your stuff on. You got everything together. You got your mic together. The stage is turning. Get into your places. This is what we're talking about from the heart. Let's go change a whole generation. That's what we're about to do, starting right now, tonight. Back to you, Steve.
Amen. Amen. All right, everybody. So I know you're all waiting to hear about this. We have talked about this. Great job, Tim, by the way. We've talked about this amazing new service. And I don't want to steal any of the thunder, but I want to introduce. Yes.
Steve, just 20 seconds before Will gets the mic. I just want to send a message to all my Latino family because there's a lot of people over here in this room today. Okay, and I'm not gonna stand if I don't say something in Spanish for them because we have the Costa Ricans over here, the Colombians, the Mexican, and Latin America in the room with us today. So just 10 seconds, Will, I promise. Para mis hermanos latinos, para mis hermanos latinos, mis hermanos hispanos, muchísimas gracias a todos los que están conectados en la sala, que a pesar de ser en inglés, están aquí apoyando completamente a Steve Gresham, a Saving Highway Global, nuestra plataforma, pero especialmente a mí. A todos ustedes, muchísimas gracias, porque sin ustedes esto no puede ser posible para seguir ayudando a tantas personas en el mundo. Así que mis sinceras, no sé, felicidades para todo el que ha tenido la visión de unirse a nuestra familia. No los vamos a decepcionar. Aquí estamos para ayudarlos. Bendiciones y éxitos a ustedes que son parte de nuestra familia de Saving Highway Global. Gracias.
Muy bien, gracias. Bienvenido todos, mi familia latinos en todo el mundo. Yo soy un gringo, pero mi corazón es latino. Es la verdad. Es la verdad. Por ejemplo, yo tengo una banda en Colombia de gringo y los cabras locas. No, es la verdad. Mi esposa de Colombia también. So everybody, I said, you know, I'm a white guy, but I have the heart of a Latin guy too, with passion. And I want to introduce a wonderful new friend here. I'm so excited to work with this gentleman. He was brought by one of our representatives. He said, actually, I think you should meet this guy. He has something maybe for the company. And when I talked to him, what he is doing is just mind blowing. It is something that literally hey Siri, what % of Americans speak Spanish in the United States? 19%. 19% personas en Estados Unidos hablan español. That's a lot of people, guys. That's millions. millions of people in just the United States. But then he says, we're looking for things around the globe. So guess what? Millions upon millions and millions of people are going to be able to use this service. And you don't have to speak Spanish to be able to refer people who speak Spanish, and they can build teams in countries around the world of customers with this incredible product. So we're going to be launching this here. My belief is by next week on this call, this will be live. How many people are excited? Raise your hand in the Zoom. If you're excited, click the raise hand. I want to see it. We have 110 people. Let's get at least 80 to raise their hands. Come on. And I'm going to introduce you to this fantastic gentleman. Will, thank you so much, brother. We're so excited. Can you please tell us, you just got back from Mexico.
Yes, I did.
Coverage, newspaper coverage, huge event. You're getting employers all over the country signing up. Tell us what this service is and what it does for people and what it can do for our members.
Well, thank you so much, Steve and Omar and Tommy. Tim. Thank you so much for having me here and to the entire room. It's a pleasure for me. I feel like I've been introduced like a family, and I gotta feel like a family also. So thank you so much for this wonderful introduction. So, I think, and I feel this way because I believe we're on the same page from the same book, So we're on the same page from the same book on the fact that when we came to know this product that I'm about to talk about, it was about, giving people or trying to cover that gap that left everything else that is out there. Not only here in America, I mean, I live in America, I have healthcare insurance, so I understand perfectly well the gaps that a healthcare plan leaves for the users, but also the huge need in Latin America. I mean, in probably around the world with this product. So this product, it's a telemedicine. I call it a telemedicine product and not a telemedicine service. And I wanted to, in my opinion, I wanted to describe the difference between one and the other. So to me, telemedicine service is, if I might say, probably if you're in the US, Teledoc, right? Teledoc, you can only get Teledoc through an insurance product. So it's not a standalone product. You must belong to a healthcare plan in order to have access to Teledoc, which is the largest Teledoc provider here in America. So that is a service. What is that? Teledoc is a switchboard, right? So you call Teledoc, and they have doctors that have signed up with them that they tell Teledoc, you know what? I'm available Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 11 to 3 p.m. Any calls that come in, just send it to me and I will take care of them. Or if, you call Teledoc, they don't have doctors available during that time, you will have to make an appointment with them, maybe for a later time or for some other day. So to me, Teledoc is a service. So what we have here is a product. And the difference is that our product gives you an instant access to a medical doctor. So you don't have to go through a switchboard. So through an app, and we don't have like a phone number that you need to remember. Like if you're in another country and you're trying to call Teledoc, maybe if you don't have, international service, you won't be able to dial. And it has happened to me when I travel quite a bit. So what we have here as a product is a telemedicine product that once you have the membership, which is very affordable as well, you pretty much have a network of doctors that we have on payroll. So these are not random doctors that you will call, and every time you call because you need assistance, it's a different doctor that don't know you, that don't have archive maybe your medical record. This is a centralized system where every time you call, they know when you call, you know why you call, and whatever diagnosis they gave you at that time. You can actually make appointments with the same doctor. You call and say, you know what, can I call you in a week or tomorrow? It's unlimited. So this to me is a product. So you call and you are within an average of about 3 minutes with a touch of your phone, your screen. You're chatting with a doctor, following with a video call like the one we have here. And they also have artificial intelligence that measure your blood pressure, your oxygenation on your blood, and many other different things. And I wish I could, maybe at a later time, and another time, I can show you guys how that works. And
wow, you're giving me more than I expected there, Will.
what the doctor see, on their end, when they have a call, they have a patient in front of them. So you get that, and it doesn't matter. And what I tell people is this: with this product, you have a doctor, a private doctor, 24/7, 7 days a week, from wherever you are, because as long as you have internet connection, you can reach a doctor from any part of the world. But it doesn't stop there. See, we also have nutrologists and psychologists available on the same product. As a matter of fact, depression and psychotic problems right now, they're considered a pandemic around the world. A pandemic. There are more people committing suicidal because they don't have some type of psychological assistance in the world than any other death-related, thing in the world. It's such an amazing, especially young people, teenagers. It's amazing how this thing is going. And Mexico, if you're in Mexico, people in Mexico, the employers by law are required to provide psychological assistance to their employees. It's the law. So when you buy this product, when you get the membership at a very affordable price, and we're going to have it here available, and Saving Highways, you will get the 3 on one system. 3, you get the doctor.
Will, let me understand. Doctors, psychologists, nutritionists in a triangle of health.
That's right.
All working together. So I could call the doctor and he can say, okay, we're going to do this, but now I'm going to send you to the nutritionist and to get your vitamins and your nutrition that you need, or to eat whatever. And then we're also going to send you to the psychologist to deal with the problem. All in the same.
For whatever reason, and the example I give the example, and I'm gonna knock on wood here. They said that 1 out of 2 people in the world are diabetics or pre-diabetic. 1 out of 2. Wow. 1 out of 2. Okay, and this is the worst pandemic in the world right now. It's killing people all over the world. So I have a call here. Hold on. Let me decline on my WhatsApp. So this is the example I give. Imagine a person diagnosed with high blood, with sugar, diabetic, calls in, and he's talking to the doctor, and the doctor says, right then, I'm going to transfer you to the nutritionist so he can give you a nutritional plan so you could follow. Imagine that you're on the first days of finding out that you have this healthcare issue. You probably will need psychological assistance as well. And this is just one example. And there are more severe diseases that, you know, that could be treated in this triangle. How do you call it? Triangle of health.
Called it the triangle of health. Like that came to me because like I'm a martial artist. In martial arts, if anybody's a martial artist, you know the triangle is the strongest structure.
Yep.
But when you talk about mind, body, spirit in martial arts, right? You have the doctor, you have the nutritionist, you have the psychologist, all in the same place. And if I understand, they can transfer you to the next guy, to the next woman, right?
Yes. And you can make
unbelievable.
And it's unlimited. So it's not like you would call the psychologist once a week or once a month, and then you need to wait. Okay, so you called this month, now you need to wait 2-3 months. Here in the United States, it's very expensive to see us.
Everywhere, not only the United States,
and Latin America,
Mexico and Latin America.
Let me give you an example here. Everybody, if you're on this line, you're probably internet savvy. Amazon is selling telemedicine like crazy to millions of people for $29 a session.
A session. And they charge you $19.99 for the membership. Monthly. And on top of that, you pay your doctor. Every time you use the service, it's $19.99 and it could go to $29.99.
And the thing is that that's still a good deal compared to like just going to the doctor and the insurance. But guys, we're talking about pennies for access to everything. Now, I think we've given them enough, Will, and we're almost out of time, but
one more thing, because I want to make them very excited.
Okay, but before you do that, I do want to mention those of you who are out there who are gringos like me, you're like, but I only speak English. The future is coming. That's all I'm going to say. The future is coming. Okay, that's all I can say right now. The future is coming for us gringos, for us English speaking only people. Okay, back to you, my friend. You take
one more perk that this product has. With my membership, I could also call and get the same benefit for any child of mine under 18.
Wow. Wow.
So how many? As many as you have. And you know that for whatever reason, you know, we Latinos, we like to have so many kids in our family, man. That's just amazing. But imagine you're paying for one membership, you get three services in one membership. And on top of that, you can also call to have your child's, treatment, whether it's nutrition, psychologist, or a primary doctor. And for whatever reason, I don't know how that works, but that's life. Kids always get sick in the middle of the night.
I know.
Always get sick in the middle of the night.
3 o'clock, right?
Yeah, 3. And what do? Grab them, take them to an emergency room. Mm-hmm. So what if you can call a doctor at 3, like be chatting 5 minutes after, and say, doctor, this is the way, this is the way my child is feeling, blah, blah, blah. And they give you, directions of, what to do at that point. And then you go get medicine. That's most amazing. Of the times I've gone with my 7-year-old child to the doctor in the middle of the night. I go to the hospital, to the emergency. I spend 4 hours, there. And the only thing they give me is Tylenol. Go back home. It's a virus. There's nothing we can do.
Or they give you Tylenol and you catch a disease.
That too. And okay. That is, so I'm very excited to be here, Steve, Omar, and team. It's a pleasure to be here. And I could be here as many times as you allow me or need me. Count on me to just bring this blessing, as I call it, to as many people as possible around the world.
Yes.
Let's do the same thing in Spanish. Let's do the same thing in Spanish next week, Will. you're going to receive an invitation from me.
You got it, my friend. You got it.
And I loved when I met Will. First, I saw Chase the Adventures. So Savings Highway, save 50% on all your adventures around the world. Then we have Blessed and Thankful. That's every day we wake up, I say thank you for every member and all the people they're going to bless, right? So we are so in alignment. This is amazing. Now, for those of you who wonder, well, can I make money with this? Well, first of all, refer for and pay no more. You can call the doctor for free. You can call the psychologist for free. You can call the nutritionist for gratis, free. Refer for and pay no more. Now, that duplicates through the levels. This one product can help you make hundreds or thousands of dollars only through SHG. We're the only affiliate marketing company that has this. We have the contract with Will. It is amazing. And, you know, by the way, Will, the company that started this has been over 20 years.
30 years.
30 years.
30 years. 30 years they've been in business. So they saw the future before the future arrived.
Star Trek. Well, everybody,
I'm gonna tell you, Steve Gresham saw the future in 2006, and that's where we're living right now. So
beautiful.
That's it.
And all of you, part of the Savings Highway family, you're the only people that have this opportunity right now. I just made a little short video. I sent it to Will. I sent it to Omar. It was a little AI video. And it said basically, tell your friends before they tell you, because that's what's about to happen, folks.
Yes.
I predict 100,000 customers in this in the next 6 to 12 months. How many of them do you want in your organization? I predict millions over the next 3 to 5 years. There's no reason. How many people in the world want to talk to the doctor for free, the nutritionist for free, the psychologist for free, and get paid money for sharing that?
Wow.
Tim, close us out, my brother.
Wow. Wow.
And
I was involved.
Wait, Will has some.
I just want to say that I'm not exaggerating a bit with this product.
We don't have to. We don't have to. I know.
It's real. It's real.
Will, thank you so much. Omar, thank you. Steve, thank you for your continual leadership and the love that you have for people, all of you gentlemen. And to each and every one of you, this is about love. This is about changing people's lives. If you're concerned about your fellow man, this is what this is about. It is too much negativity and just hatred in the world. I like that we're going to be doing good. The great Albert Einstein said, it takes 11 positive things to knock out one negative thing. So imagine a fresh barrel of apples and you put one rotten apple in it, it destroys the whole barrel. Well, we're going to flip that. We're going to take a positive apple and go against the grind and turn those rotten apples into beautiful red ones. Here's the point, ladies and gentlemen. We are here because of you. I need you. You need me. We're all part of a family. And the more we concern about each other, I am happy we get to help our Latino brothers and sisters. I'm happy about that. And soon, Steve said something, we'll know, future. But be a blessing to people right now. And here's my final thing. Zig Ziglar said this. If you give people everything they want, you get everything you want. So ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful night and continue to live life in abundance to the full until it overflows. And we'll see each and every one of you over the top. God bless.
Amen. Amen. SHG is the place to be. Thank you, Will.
SHG is the place to be.
Jeanette, Tim, fantastic. We will have this out to the public tomorrow. Good night, everyone. Bye-bye.